many of you are ready to make some money this week? How many of you are ready to make some money today? You guys ready to make some money?
Yeah.
Come on. We can't be playing around with this thing, guy. Like for real, for real.
Yes.
If anybody on this call is having any type of money problems, I need to put you in timeout. I need to put you in timeout because I'm telling you why. And, I got to the place, guys, where I no longer had to ask God for anything more. Like, what more am I going asking for? God, give me more money for what? He said, girl, I don't put you in a $6.7 trillion a day market. Cut it out. First of all, you're part of the kingdom, right? Secondly, first of all, you're part of the kingdom, right? Which means that you're king's kid, which means that you could never be more wealthier than where you are right now because of your alignment and your connection to me as your daddy. Right or wrong? Somebody talk to me this morning, right? Talk to me, somebody. Come on now. Come on now. Are you not a kid? Are you not king's kid? Yes or
Yes.
no? Come on.
Absolutely. Yes.
King's, which makes you very, very wealthy because you were born into a wealthy family again. So we have absolutely no excuses. So king's kid, then you got handpicked. I don't know who invited you or how you got caught up or tied into Christopher Terry's video. But what I was thinking today, I said, Lord, at the time that my iPad charged somebody, at the time that Christopher Terry was just the thought that crossed his mind, God already knew that we were going to be a part of his vision. You got to be able to understand that every time somebody moves out with a crazy thought that they have in their mind, which is called vision, it's not limited to just that person. You understand what I'm saying? So when this crazy thought dropped in Christopher Terry's head or his mind or wherever, God already had us as a part of this assignment. The very day when Christopher Terry said he showed up to his apartment and he was locked out. I don't know if you guys heard his story. God already had you and I in mind. See, it's many times when you are at your lowest that vision is churning, and the people that God has called to be a part of that vision has already been lined up. So there's nothing new under the sun, guys. Nothing doesn't just happen. It's all a part of the divine plan. And so we can't be messing around, playing around with this thing. Oh, well, I wish I could or would have. No, it's time for us to stop wish we could have, would have, and it's time for us to start make it happen. We're in the position right now, guys, where you should be making money. And if you're not making money, and I'm telling you, I'm talking to folks who are serious about making money. And I'm not talking about $100 or $200 or a little bit of $300. I'm talking about building wealth here. I'm talking about getting your bills paid and building wealth. Guys, we're in the place. So you have the ability to do it several ways. You have the ability to build wealth with you being able to invest, learning how to invest. Angela, I don't have enough money to invest. Yes, you do. Is $5 too much or is $5 too little? Absolutely not. You got to start somewhere, right? What do you have in your hand, Moses? Many times, guys, we take for granted what we have. And as we open up in prayer this morning, we're going to pray that God will cause us to recognize it. We're going to ask for forgiveness for not taking advantage of what we have. So you have the ability in the space to invest. You have the ability in the space to learn how to trade. I'm not saying to learn how to work a job. I'm saying to learn how to trade, to learn a skill set that will pay you for life. You have the ability to just sit on one of the calls with one of our educators and being able to just take a trade and make money for that day. Come on now. You have the ability to be able to, those of us that have Elite Package or DCX, just take a trade that's sent to your phone, a signal, copy and paste and keep it moving, and money is coming in. And then on top of all of this, we have the ability to be able to then start sharing what we know with others. We share everything else. Why not share and make money? Christopher Terry has given us the ability in this space to be able to make money, guys, and a lot of money too. I mean, where else can you go? Check this out. Where else can you go and tell me that you could make $750,000 a month? And what would you not do to put yourself in a position? And this is just another stream. Last night I had Dr. Kathy on with me, Dr. Jewel, Dr. Kathy, those of you that were on Clubhouse. My gosh, it was powerful. 3 hours later, we were still there. Lord Jesus, help me. I need to be in Aruba on the beach today. But anyway, you know, and you know, here was these amazing chairmen that are on there, guys. The ability to be able to make time for this. You got to be able. How are you using your time? How are you using your 24 hours? $750,000 a month. Get focused. Do you like jumping in your car? I can't remember what Curtis Cobain said. From dark morning to dark night, something like that. Somebody, if you just remember what he said, type it in the chat. But do you like leaving your house every day and coming back, going to a place that you don't even like? When you have the ability to be able to work from home, you have the ability to just get on the phone all day long in your PJs if you want to, and just call people and do what? Pique their interest and do what? And invite them to a meeting and do what? Be on the meeting with them and do what? Follow up with them and do what? Get them plugged in and do what? Make money, guys, get paid. Friday will be here before you know it. Every Friday, understand, if you just started and you're making $150 a month, to God be the glory. But understand one thing, somebody just made $750,000 that month. Somebody just brought in whatever 750 is for the week. And you got to be able to look at it that way. So I don't take this lightly. I'm serious about this. And I'm not jumping on here every Wednesday and Thursday just to entertain. Absolutely not. When I get on here and I teach these classes, guys, I am teaching Angela and I'm inspiring Angela. And I'm telling Angela, girl, you are a multi-millionaire. Go for it. And I know that I'm only 7 chairmen away. 7 chairmen away. 7 chairmen 10 away from becoming a multi-millionaire. And so that's my focus right now. My focus is to be able to work with the willing. We've talked about that. I want to work with those who are willing. I want to work with those who are not just coming on here just for entertainment. I want to be able to work with those who say, Angela, let's go make this money together. Let's make $1 million together. And let me tell you something, this Acela train will stop for you in a heartbeat if I know that you're serious. Guys, where else can you go? That's the part that for me, in my mind, I was like, God, I thank you. And it's not stopping you from doing the things that you love. I have to do the chamber. That's my life assignment. I don't even question that. That's a done deal. I just cut the pie up. I got to be able to do the Kingdom Business School. I don't have an opportunity to choose whether I'm going to do that or not. That's a part of the pie. I have to teach. That was the reason why I got here. See, so many of us, we get distracted. We get to a certain place and what do? You know, we forget the very reason how we got there and why we got there. I don't want to get in trouble with my daddy. Right. So I understand that I can run a chamber of commerce. I could run a business school. I could run a marketing company. I could still run my coaching and mentorship. And guys, guess what? I could be here in I Am and I could run my I Am business and I'll be successful at it. And I want you to be able to have that same boldness. I am a chairman in this company, guys. When you say I'm going to be a chairman, you're pulling in $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. Multiply that by 12. That's 120,000. Do you know in corporate America to make 120,000 what all you have to do for 120,000? Do you know what all you have to do and how much you got to put up with to make 120,000? Talk to me, somebody. Talk to me, somebody. And so what we want to do, guys, is to be able to don't take for granted. I want you today, as we go through our daily affirmations, and we're going to talk about recruiting. And I want you today, and I want you to go ahead and put in the chat, if you're going to have, I need you to have 3 people on the presentation today. 3. You're going to expose I Am Academy to 3 people, 3 today, right? And if you're in agreement with that, and I want you to push yourself, 3 people, you're going to expose 3 people today. I want you to type 3 in the chat. Type the number 3 in the chat. And all you're doing again, you're interest, and you're getting them on this call, guys. You're getting them on this call, and you're saying to them, listen, I'll be on with you. There's a call at 3 o'clock and there's a call at 8. So you have 2 opportunities to get them on, and we have the ability to do 3 ways. I'm open for 3 ways all day long. Dr. Jewel is open for 3 ways all day long. We have no excuse. Okay, so here's the daily affirmation. I'm building my own financial empire. I want you guys to repeat this with me as well. I'm building my own financial empire using the only vehicle that enables me to do so, my network marketing business. Guys, this is it. I told you I'd never done network marketing before. But when I start recognizing what type of a profession this is, it changed my mind. You can't go by what people say. You got to do your own research. I know by focusing my heart, focusing my energy, focusing my passion, focusing my action on recruiting people, what, every day. Guys, you are connecting with people all day long. And guess what? You're not saying anything to them. And guess what? Cha-ching, cha-ching, your money is falling to the ground. You're leaving money on the table, it's falling on the ground. So recruiting people every day. You got to share this with them every day. I'm doing what? I'm building my dream, and I am financially independent and debt-free. You got to have some big whys, guys. You got to be able to see that big mansion. You got to be able to see whatever it is, whether you're doing something for charity, whether you're paying for a family member's home, or you're building something from scratch, or you just want to be debt free, whatever. But you got to be able to see it. I am financially independent. Guys, I want to be able to have all the businesses that I have being run by somebody else, that I don't have to worry about it. I just focus on what I want to focus on. I love to travel, right? And I love to meet people, and I love to tell people about what I do. That's all I want to do. I want to do nothing else. I want to go in the office when I want to go in the office. I'm going to go in today for a little bit, but I don't want to be there every day. I'm not doing that anymore in my life. No, I ain't doing that. I want to go there when I want to go there, right? And so this space here helps us to do that. So I'm financially independent and debt free. I'm a leader of people. Leadership is key. We've spent some time on that. We'll continue to work on that. Oh, I'm not a leader. Yes, you are. Right? My work is my worship. My work is my ministry. This for me is ministry, guys. I'm telling you, all day long, I'm talking to people, and it's not just talking, but I'm allowing the Holy Spirit to say, Angela, I need for you to pray for this person. Yesterday, in the middle of a whole lot that was going on, one of her team members texted me, and she was like, I just need, just keep me in prayer. I could have just texted back and said, oh yeah, I'll just pray for you. No, I called right away. And she said, Angela, one thing led to another. This is an answer to my prayer this morning. So you're changing lives. I am changing lives. That's my confession. There's no other place where I could have fun. Am I having fun? Lots of fun. There's no other place where I could help others. There's no other place where I can get rich while doing so. Right? Here's my confession. I want this to be your confession too. I am the top recruiter in I Am Academy. I am the top recruiter. Guys, even if you only have 0 folks on your team, if you could see it, you could have it. If you got 3, if you're P150, if you're P600, that means they have 12 people in their organization. If you're P1000, if you're P2000, start seeing yourself as the top recruiter. Guys, any space that I invade, because of the presence of God that's on my life and the kingdom, I am the top. I will get to the top. It's just a matter of time. My husband and I will get to the top, just how we roll. If there's money that has to be made, Paul and Angela go make it. And you got to get to the place that you see that as well. People are in line waiting to be on my team, and they want me to show them how to succeed. I get people to see the recruiting presentation, every day. Now, this is key. When others reject, they don't reject me. Please don't take it personal, guys. You're building a multi-million-dollar business here. Don't take it personal. Just keep it moving. They simply do not understand, and for that, I do not blame them. I remain strong, and I resolve to help every person to realize that they need to be a part of this crusade. Every person I meet will one day soon be on my team. So important that you understand that, Donna. So important that you understand that. Hey, Christine, so glad you're on. So important that you understand that, Pastor Lene. So important that you understand that, Ruth. Every person you meet will one day soon be on my team. You could just look at them, smile to yourself. Why? Because it's just a matter of time that they're going to be on your team. Why? Because your team is the winning team. I'm a champion. I'm a warrior for freedom. I'm an expert recruiter. I'm a winning coach. I'm a caring teammate. I'm a servant leader. That is so key. And I am a fearless leader. I am because I say I am. And today I will find the next me. And so you got to be able, guys, to hopefully my video will work again. Been having issues with my computer. So you got, yay. Hey, Paul.
Hey.
And so let Paul get in this here today. Come on over here, Paul. And say hello to Mr. Pipersburg, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning, Mr. Pipersburg. So glad to have you with us.
Just some of this anointing.
Good morning, Mr. Paul Pipersburg. It is a joy to see you on camera today.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
And you know, when it comes to sales and recruiting, guys, I learned a lot of what I learned from my husband. You hear me? Because this man ain't playing. If you come in Paul's path, you're gonna get closed. And so we got to be able to understand, you know, the importance of recruiting and really, Pastor Lene, not taking for granted what's on the inside of us and what's before us. Right. You know, there's a sleeping giant that's just waiting to be unleashed, guys. It's right here. That's why you're here. That's why you're even in this call, because deep in your heart, you know, I want more, Angela. I know I can do this, Christine. I know I got this. I know I got this. I know I'm going to walk that stage. Listen, I've already seen myself walking that stage as a chairman. It's just a matter of time. You know, I see myself. Right. I see it. I see myself hosting those chairman calls on Sundays. I see it. It's just a matter of time. But now you got to be able to understand that you got to be open to go through the process. The process is key. And this is how we go through the process. You know, on Sunday, David Emanichie, who I am so grateful and thankful for his life, you know, he hosted the chairman call. And how many of you were on that chairman call on Sunday? How many of you were on David's call on Sunday? Anyone on here? You could just type it in the chat. You could just type it in the chat. It was so profound, guys. It was so powerful. I can't wait to meet him. Yes, Ruth. And you could type in the chat as well, Ruth. What was your takeaway? And I can't wait to meet him in Atlanta next week. Is it next week? Yeah, we're there next week. And guys, it's not too late for you to be a part of Atlanta. You know, events is so key. These are Chairman 750. Well, most of them are making $1 million. You know, the David's gonna be there. What's the name of the guy? Our guy who did just run the play, Justin Owens, will be there. You know, these are folks that I look up to. These are folks that I get my mentorship from. But David said something as he opened up, he pulled the curtain back. I'm good at the business end of it, guys. You know, the Lord entrusted me with a chamber of commerce. My husband and I run a chamber of commerce. We founded the Kingdom Chamber of Commerce. So I work with business people. But what I did not know is the network marketing piece of this business. So I had to be able to be a student, and I had to get to the place where I have to learn. He opened the curtain. He pulled back the curtain on Sunday. He said, prospecting is key. He said, these are your 3 key areas to be successful in this field: prospecting, presentation, and promoting events. Somebody type that in the chat. Prospecting, presentation, promoting events. I'll say it again. Prospecting, presentation, and promoting events. And so we got to be able to understand the importance of this. And he talked about one of the other things that he talked about that I started implementing right away was the 2 and 72. He said the moment, he said, this is what caused his organization to grow. He said the moment he started doing this, he started within 72 hours of somebody coming in, he helps them to get their 2. You know, when I go back and look at my back office almost 18 months later that we've been in the space, a lot of folks who have left, it's not necessarily because it was hard, Donna. It was just the money. And I want you to start going back in your back office and look at those people that did not stick and stay. For many of them, it was just the money. If they had a little bit more time to be able to say, well, maybe Forex didn't work for me. And so let me try binary options. Well, maybe that didn't work for them. Let me try DCX. especially right now with crypto. I mean, we're making crazy money. People could come back in and just focus only on the investment piece of it, just to sit with the educators, to be able to learn about what's happening in the crypto market and to be able to make those decisions. So 2 and 72, somebody type that in the chat. 2 and 72. And so every new person that you bring in, or even those that you've brought in over the last month, guys, go back to them. I may have to turn my camera off again and go back to them. And what you want to do is to be able to talk to them about, giving you a list of people. Give me at least 8 names, 10 names, 12 names that I will personally call and invite them to a presentation for you. What are you doing, guys? Don't look at it, well, I ain't going to do the work for you. No, we're servant leaders, honey. And let me tell you something here. Unlike, some of those things that we've been doing in the past, helping people and not getting paid, guys, the moment you decide you're going to stop and help somebody here, Christopher Terry said, hey, Friday, pay quicker, you're getting paid. There's a check coming to you. And sometimes they pay real early on Friday. I smile when I see my residual check coming in. I said, look at God. Hallelujah. More money for me to give to the kingdom of God, more money for me to sow into the kingdom of God, more money for me to invest. My gosh, more money for me to buy more Bitcoins, more money for me to buy more Ethereum, more money for me to be able to take care of my family. You see what I'm saying? So here, as you are sharing, you're going to be blessed. And so one of the things that he said, and this is something that I'm taking very seriously, he said, a leg is not a leg until it's 4 levels deep. What does that mean? So when you bring somebody in, so I bring Tanya in, right? Immediately I'm going to Tanya and I'm helping Tanya to get her 2 and 72. Now that we get Tanya's 2, when Tanya bring those 2, I can't say, well, those are Tanya's 2 people. Absolutely not. No, this is my organization and I have to be responsible for every person that's a part of this team. And I want you to look at it the same way, Suzanne. I want you to look at it the same way, Pastor Lene. Every person that comes in, it's a part of your business. If you have a brick and mortar, you're responsible for every time a salesperson signs somebody up. It may not be the person you signed up with, because they're a part of your organization. They sign them up. It's as if though you signed them up. They're on delegated authority. And that's how we build. And I go back and I establish relationship with those people and see who those people know that I need to connect with to be able to help. And my gosh, he said, a team is not a team until it's 8 level deep. And so you continue to drill. So Tanya brings in Robert and brings in Cheryl. And we go to Cheryl and Rob. And before you know it, Cheryl and Rob, they bring their own, we get them to bring folks in and we're building. Cheryl and Rob brings in Joe and Paul. And we start working with Joe and Paul. And then Joe and Paul goes in and they bring in Suzanne and Ruth. And Suzanne and Ruth, we go back to them and they open the door for us to be able to reach others. And that's how we build, guys. And that's how we build. And so he said, a team is not a team until it's 8 level deep. So I'm telling you right now, and he said, every time you take a leg 4 levels deep, you'll find a superstar. So we can't just be saying, well, we ain't got nobody. They're not interested. Let me tell you something. There are people right now that are praying for this. There are people right now that are waiting for this. There are people right now, but what happened is that some of us have not gone around, confronted it the way it's supposed to be. Brian Carruthers, you know that I told you about this book, Building an Empire, that I've been reading. This is my first network marketing book that I've just spent time to be a student, because I said, I don't know anything about this. I got to be able to start reading it. One of the things that he gave lines for helping with prospecting, many times, people say, well, my money and because, we're going to get 3 people on the calls today, right? So if money was right and it wouldn't interfere with your busy time schedule, would you be open to looking at a big opportunity? You got to be able to look at the objections, guys. Those objections that many times we don't know what we don't know. And so your job as a skillful recruiter is to be able to help them to see what they don't yet see. How many times after you've signed somebody up, Pastor Lene, has a person come back to you and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've had people who have said to me, Angela, why didn't you push me? Well, I can't do that. You're a grown person. Man, I just wish, girl, I wish you girl, they don't know, and forget when they start figuring out how they could make money without having to clock in. What? Off their cell phone? And the money that they make tied into a live account could go straight into their bank account. They're like, what? Why didn't you tell me this before? So here's an objection. If it's a money objection, right? Here's what you could say to them. If the money was right and it would not interfere with your busy time schedule, would you be open to looking at a big opportunity? See, you're coming at this as an expert. You're coming at this as a leader. You're coming at this and see, you got to change your verbiage. Have you ever driven to Chick-fil-A or in the drive-through or even like McDonald's or one of those places and you hear the way these young people speak? I always smile because I said, I know you don't talk like that at home. Would you like to supersize that? Will that be everything? You know, it's like, or whatever else they say to you. And I was like, I know you don't talk like that at home, right? But it does not matter because in the environment, they have to change their language. And so it is here in network marketing. You know, you got to be able to not speak the way you normally speak. Yes, Dr. Special Lene. If money was right, if the money was right, if the money was right, and it would not interfere with your busy time schedule, would you be open to looking at a big opportunity, right? If the money was right and it wouldn't interfere with your busy time schedule, would you be open to looking at a big opportunity? And especially when you're dealing with executives and those people who got a lot going on their plate, those are the ones who's like, oh, well, I got a lot going on. I understand. That's what I said. That was what I was using as my way out. I was trying to use that as my way out, but that didn't quite work, right? Because people would come to me all the time. You need to be a part of my team. You need to this. This was Melaleuca. You need to be a part of this. This was Avon. You need to be a part of this. This was Mary Kay. You need to, no. I have my assignment and I'm focused. I'm here to help you. But you know, when you find folks who got a lot going on, those are the ones, and many times we shy from them. You know, they have a saying, I don't call myself busy, I say fruitful, but busy people get the job done. So if the money was right and it would not interfere with your busy time schedule, would you be open to looking at a big opportunity? All right, another one. I have something important I need to show you. It will only take about 15 minutes. You may or may not be interested. Can we connect at? And you give them options. Don't have them tell you when. Can we connect today at 2:00 or can we connect today at 6? You see what I'm saying? So you give folks, don't give a human being too much to think about. You know, I recognize this as a leader that a lot of people don't want to think and they don't mind you thinking for them. And I want you to know that I fought with this growing up because they used to always say, oh, you always want to come in our group and be the boss. Not because I want to be the boss, but I realize if I'm in the group, ain't nobody want to make a decision.
Somebody got to lead.
Somebody got to lead. So even as a child, I would go play with my dolls and ain't nobody trying to do nothing. And what we going to do? They just combing their dollies here. And I was like, listen, what we going to do? Ain't nobody know what they're gonna do, so I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. So I'll tell you that it was an area that I struggled with, right? Sorry, Pastor Lene, here we go again. I have something important I need to share. I have something important I need to show you. It will only take 15 minutes. You may or may not be interested. Can we connect at? And give them 2 times. Don't give them more than 2. One more time. I have something important I need to show you. It will only take 15 minutes. You may or may not be interested. Can we connect at? And give them the time. So today you're pushing for your 3, right? I'm going to give you 1 more that we could use, and then tomorrow we'll pick up again. If I send you a short video to watch about a company that's disrupting the market and can make you serious money, would you give it 10 minutes to watch it? I'll go again. If I send you a short video to watch about a company that's disrupting the market and you can make serious money, would you give it 10 minutes? Would you give it 10 minutes to watch it? You see what I'm saying, Christine? So we're so focused now. I'm not trying to talk about the sun, the skies, the whatever. I'm getting straight to it. If I send you a short video to watch about a company that is disrupting a market, right? And can make you serious money, especially when you know folks that are driven, would you give it 10 minutes to watch? And then we get them the videos. We have lots of videos, guys, lots. We got 3-minute videos about I am. You know, start building up your arsenal. Start building up your library. You know, in my phone, I have one area that I have all my resources for I am. Everything is there. And you start building up. When you find a good video, add it to it. Share it with the rest of the team, right? So I gave you 3. The first one, if the money was right and it would not interfere with your busy time schedule, would you be open to looking at a big opportunity? Number 2, I have something important I need to show you. It only takes about 15 minutes. You may or may not be interested. Can we connect at blank time and blank day? If it's today, if it's tomorrow, give them a time frame. And then number 3, if I send you a short video to watch about a company that is disrupting the market and can make you serious money, would you give it 10 minutes to watch it? Or you could again modify it to get them on the presentation. Because the presentations don't go over half an hour. It's about maybe 20 minutes. But the key, guys, is to be able to understand that the moment you make this call and the moment you get them to the presentation, you're now responsible now to guide them through. As soon as you're done with the presentation, don't let them go, oh, well, I think they're busy. Stop thinking for folks. Stop making assumptions for them. I had 2 people I closed yesterday, and I have a list of others that I'm going to be calling as soon as we get done off this call, right? And all you got to do is walk them through, hey, listen, I'm not asking you, what did you think about the presentation? I used to do that. I learned you don't do that. So I don't ask them to do that. I don't ask them that. When they get done with the presentation, and I let them know, as soon as we get done with the presentation, I'm gonna call you, okay? And in between the presentation, I'm on with them, I'm texting them. What do you think of you, girl? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? This is powerful. This is what we do here. So as soon as the presentation is over, I give them a call, Tanya. My gosh, what's the one thing you took away from this presentation? And she, girl, I just didn't know you could make this kind of money. I never thought about investing that way. Hey, Tanya, listen. You see, is this an organization that you could really see yourself in? Because I could really see you here. Oh, I can. You know, this huge opportunity here. Girl, you know, this may just work for me because, you know, I don't like this job where I'm at. Bingo. See, that's my end. Well, Tanya, listen, we could help you right here. I can't guarantee you anything, but I'm telling you, this space right here will cause you to be able to one day say goodbye to that job. Girl, you ready to move forward? Well, you know, I got to think about it. What's there to think about, Tanya? You know, all we're asking you to invest is, you know, you saw the plan, a minimum of $234.95 a month or $324, depending on how fast you want to run in this space and how much you want to learn. So what, well, yeah, you know, all we need to do is I just need 5 minutes of your time. If the 5 minutes of your time, I'll walk you through the presentation right now. All right, hold on, let me get my card. Cool, don't say anything more. Don't say no. Oh, the dog's barking. You don't even hear the dog is barking. All right, she comes back on and all right, let's go. You got the presentation. Okay, good. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. You have the presentation. You have the presentation and you have the link in front of you and you walk them through the link. Tanya, your first name, your last name, type that in there. Let's talk about, you know, make sure you check off the fact that I'm the person who's enrolling you. And you just go through the process, you know, select a username, one that will be memorable, one that you could remember, and your password, write it down. Yep, we don't accept Wells Fargo. We don't accept American Express, right? So as long as it's yep. Okay, good. Oh no, I have okay, good. Let's go. All right, good. Let's go ahead. And then before you know it, guys, they're all set up. You welcome them. Hey, one of the best decisions you made. Guys, all I need with you now, I need half an hour to be able to onboard you. Is can we go ahead and do it right now? You want to be able to get them while you can. Oh, you can't? Okay, listen, guys, I'm going to send you my Zoom ID real quickly. I send them that Zoom ID. They jump on their computer. I jump on mine. Guess what I do? I take them straight to the back office. I want to be able to show you that real quickly. And then I take them a quick tour of I Am That Academy. And then I take them over to Wealthy Thinkers. I said, listen, in a few minutes, there's a text that's going to be coming out from the group. It's going to introduce you to your leadership team. That's what we're all about here. We're all about growing with each other. We're all about helping you to grow and to be successful. Mm-hmm. You know, how do you feel? Girl, I'm so excited, a little overwhelmed. Listen, overwhelmed is good. You know, I felt the same way too, but you know what? I'm so glad that I stuck this thing through. You know, I'm almost 18 months in the space. And when I look back at the life we're living now, I'm just grateful and thankful. Angela, thank you so much. Girl, you're so welcome. I'm here for you. Listen, I'm going to be checking with you. The next 72 hours is so important. Oh, by the way, before you go, listen, I want you to be able, remember we talked about you waiving your tuition, right? And getting a sponsorship on your tuition. Oh yeah. So what I need from you, I need for you to put together the list of 12 people that you think that could benefit from this. I don't want you to think anything more. I don't want you to talk to them. I'm going to do all the talking for you. Can you get that to me by tomorrow morning? Oh yeah, I can do that. Okay, fine. And then I'll just call them on your behalf. And that's it. And with that, I go ahead and now I start putting the text message together. And I put the text message together and I go ahead and introduce that person to the group and we're good. We're good. You see what I'm saying? All right. Any question, guys? I'm going to open up now because I know we got to jump over to Dr. Jules. Today, Suzanne said she's on Facebook. I just saw it. Yep, I'm seeing her now. So any feedback, any takeaways? What are your takeaways? Was this helpful to you? While I sip on my tea.
Absolutely. Dr. Angela, it is always so very, very helpful. I appreciate those scripts because that's kind of like where I get tangled up at is, trying to figure out the exact script or the right one that's going to work for the right person or what have you, and just not having the total confidence that, it's the right thing that's going to kind of draw them. But yes, most certainly, I do appreciate this session today.
Awesome. And guys, let's keep our commitment to getting our 3. Let's get them on there. Just practice. Just have fun with this. It's not going to hurt you. It's just going to bless you. It's either that or you go punch in a clock for somebody you don't like and being around people that you don't even like being around, right? Either way, you're going to have to do the work. So why not do the work this way and have fun? All right. Anyone else? Anyone else?
I just want to say, Angela, these calls are so beneficial, and I'm so glad you do them. And I really appreciate you sharing the videos with us because it's always so good to be able to go back and be able to take more thorough notes because I'm getting better at note taking, but it's so much better when I can, listen to the video that you do and make more thorough notes. But this has really been amazingly helpful, and I thank you so much.
Awesome, Suzanne. Thank you so much for sharing that. And guys, remember, someone shared this with you. They did not have to share it with you. Dr. Jules shared this with me. She didn't have to share it with me. She shared it with Dr. Trim, who shared it with me and her. So it's like, they don't have to share. So think about when you don't open your mouth to share, how you're holding folks back from their blessing. And that's a responsibility that it makes me cringe. I was like, oh my gosh, if I don't tell, and it don't matter, just tell everybody. Because you never know who that person is going to be. Just tell, just open your mouth and just share. So to God be the glory, guys. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you, bringing some folks today. Guys, I'm available for 3 ways. I'll be waiting. I'll be looking. Remember, every time you sign somebody up, we send them that group text, and that's how I get them plugged into my system as well. So I know that they're here. I'll get them on Remind and be able to make sure. Oh, Diana. Hey Diana, we're just wrapping up, but I'm glad that you pushed to be here. And so we have the opportunity right here in the space to be able to make sure that we welcome them. So I'll be watching. If you need anything, do not hesitate to reach out. Did you have something you wanted to share, Paul?
All I'm hearing, Angela, is saying is opportunity. Opportunity is knocking on each and every one of our doors. And the clock is ticking, guys. And the thing is, it's up to you. It's up to you to go hunting. The farmer goes out in the morning and he got to go hunting. And if he don't catch anything to bring to his home or bring to his family, nobody eats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got to go hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Go hunting. This is a big opportunity for each and every one of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, just go out there and get these people. People, look. There's a billion folks out there, and guess what? They need this. Yeah. They need this platform, and not really scared to talk to them. Just do your commercial. Just share.
Tell your story.
Hey, we got to bring most church got to bring people to the altar, and they get what? They get saved. Correct? That's selling.
Yeah.
Selling God's plan.
Yeah. It's transferring
So
some
they're selling the house
enthusiasm.
plan. You can do the same here.
That's what sales is all
That's
about.
what sales is all about. You know, sell, and this is a great opportunity for each and every one of us. Amen.
Awesome. Alrighty, guys, blessings. So we'll be back here again on tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you on the 3 o'clock and the 8 o'clock. Tonight, again, I'm back on Clubhouse at 5:30 for Witty Entrepreneurs. And don't forget to listen to that video that we posted from David. All right, love you guys. We're jumping on with Dr. Jewel, and she is on Facebook. All right, love you guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.